session, which is the Srimad Bhagavatam Katha. But prior to that, we'll read the 10 offenses to the holy name now, which are as follows. 1. To blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their lives for propagating the holy name of the Lord. 2. To consider the names of demigods like Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma to be equal to or independent of the name of Lord Vishnu. 3. To disobey the orders of the spiritual master. 4. To blaspheme the Vedic scriptures or scriptures in pursuance to the Vedic version. 5. To consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna to be an imagination. 6. To have some interpretations to the holy name of the Lord. 7. To commit sinful activities on the strength of the holy name. 8. To consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities which are offered in the Vedas as fruitive activities, karma kanda. 9. To not have 9. To instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name. And 10 is to not have complete faith in the chanting of the holy name and to maintain material attachments even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. It is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be a Vaishnava must guard against these offenses in order to achieve the desired success, Krishna Prema. Hare Krishna devotees, I welcome you all, and I in this Srimad Bhagavatam call on the early morning of Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call. Please, could you unmute yourself, announce your name, and give me the honor of welcoming you all in this platform. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavad Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. This is Arvindaksh Das from Chicago. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Arvindash Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you very much for joining Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call. Welcome.
Hare Krishna Nina Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, Guru Maharaj, Gauranga, and all the assembled devotees on the call. This is Harita from Missouri City, Texas, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for joining Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call, Mataji. Please keep joining. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna Nina Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Shamaguri Devi Dasi from Charlotte.
Hare Krishna, Shamaguri Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances at your lotus feet, Mata. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for joining Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call. Of course, all glories to your services. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Nina Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Vinita Gandharvika Devidasi from College Station, Texas.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Mataji, Dandavat Pranam Mata, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. Thank you so much for joining every day, of course, Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call. Welcome, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Nina Mataji, all glories Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj's. My humble obeisances to you and all the devotees. This is Krishna Kumari Devidasi from Raleigh.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Kumari Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances, Mata. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for your kind association, Mataji. Please keep joining. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. I'm Trupti from London.
Hare Krishna, Tripti Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for joining Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call, Mataji. Please keep joining. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. My humble obeisances. All glories to Prabhupada, all glories to Gurudev. This is Dheeraj Prabhu from Kolkata.
Hare Krishna, Dheeraj Prabhu, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call, and I believe you're celebrating Ashtami there today. I would like to...
Yeah, Mataji, Ashtami. Today we are celebrating Ashtami, Mahashtami.
Mahashtami, and same, a very wonderful, it's a very beautiful day today, devotees. Welcome on this very auspicious day of Mahashtami on joining this Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call. Hare Krishna.
We are all preparing bhoga here, Mahabhoga.
Wonderful. Devotees, with your kind permission, if I may go ahead and kindly say a few words about His Holiness Candrmauli Swami Maharaj. So our keynote speaker today for today's Srimad Bhagavatam Katha is His Holiness Candrmauli Swami Maharaj. It's a brief introduction about him. It goes as follows. His Holiness Candrmauli Swami Maharaj is a disciple of ISKCON founder Acharya, His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, and an initiating spiritual master within the ISKCON movement. Maharaj was born in New Jersey in 1947. Maharaj came in contact with the International Society for Krishna Consciousness in Denver, Colorado at the age of 24. In 1973, he began practicing Krishna consciousness in New York City and shortly thereafter began serving at the New Vrindavan Farm community in West Virginia. That same year, he received initiation from His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. In 1986, His Holiness Candrmauli Swami Maharaj accepted the sannyas order and began preaching in Cincinnati and Columbus, Ohio. In 1995, he began serving as a resident sannyasi in Chicago, where he was based until 2013, when he relocated to Krakovac in Croatia. At present, Maharaj offers spiritual guidance around Europe, USA, and India. By the way, Maharaj has also written a book called Krishna's Way, Natural Living, about the importance of Varnashrama Dharma and spiritual ecology. This is a very brief introduction about His Holiness Candrmauli Swami Maharaj, but until His Holiness joins, please, devotees, feel free to unmute yourself and I can welcome you all. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Nina Mataji, Dandrat Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Guru Maharaj ki Jai, Preeti Dasi from Charlotte. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Preeti Devi Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances, Mata. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for always joining Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call. Please keep joining Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Nina Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. My humble obeisances to all the assembled devotees. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Srila Guru Maharaj. This is Sushmita from Canada.
Hare Krishna, Shushmita Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances, Mataji. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and all glories to all our Guru Maharajas. Thank you so much for consistently joining Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call, Mata. Please keep joining. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Nina Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. Though I am not humble, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you. This is Anita Ramya from Charlotte. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances, quote unquote. We are all trying to be humble, Mataji. The good thing is that the intention is there, even though we are not there. So we are all at the same path. My humble obeisances at your lotus feet, Mata. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you for always joining Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call, Mataji, and thank you for your association and services. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mataji. Just a reflection from yesterday's class given by Vishwihari Prabhu. He very well quoted about the humbleness, how we should have. So the effect of that is coming for me today. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
It's good. You absorbed it so beautifully that you're able to apply it consciously. So where you're there, wonderful. Devotees, His Holiness still hasn't joined, so feel free to unmute yourself and announce your name and give me the pleasure of welcoming you. Hare Krishna.
Nina Mataji, Pranam to you. Dandrat Pranam to all the devotees. All glories to Prabhupada. All glories to Guru Maharaj. This is Mohini Lakshmi from Detroit.
Mataji, I did not catch your name.
Mohini Lakshmi.
Oh, Mohini Mataji, of course. Hari Bol Mata. Please accept my humble obeisances, Mata. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for joining Bhakti Saga Japa conference call. Thank you for your wonderful chanting, Mataji. Please keep blessing us with your association. Hari Bol. I see His Holiness has already joined. Hare Krishna Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances at your lotus feet and welcome on this auspicious occasion of Mahashtami. Thank you for joining, Maharaj. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to you. Maharaj, whenever you're ready, if you could kindly speak from Canto 7, chapter number 10, verse number 49, whenever you're ready.
What day today you said?
It's actually it's mostly celebrated across in India, and especially in Calcutta and on those West Bengal areas. It is called Maha Ashtami Tithi. It's like, we had Navaratri. It's the 9 days of welcoming the Divine Mother, and today is the Ashtami days of Durga Puja.
Okay. Haribol. Okay. Okay. Give me my verse. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Savayayam Brahma Mahavimigram Kalvaya Nirvana Sukhanubhuti Riyam Suridva Kalumatuleya Atmarhani Ho Vidikrit Guruscha. Translation. The impersonal Brahman is Krishna himself, because Krishna is the source of the impersonal Brahman. He is the origin of the transcendental bliss sought by great saintly persons. Yet he, the Supreme Person, is your most dear friend and constant well-wisher, and is intimately related to you as the son of your maternal uncle. Indeed, he is always like your body and soul. He is worshipable, yet he acts as your servant and sometimes as your spiritual master. Purport. There is always a difference of opinion about the absolute truth. One class of transcendentalists conclude that the absolute truth is impersonal, and another class concludes that the absolute truth is a person. In the Bhagavad Gita, the absolute truth is accepted as a supreme person. Indeed, that supreme person himself, Lord Krishna, instructs in Bhagavad Gita, Brahmano hi pratishtaham matta parataram nanyat. The impersonal Brahman is my partial manifestation, and there is no truth superior to me. That same Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, acted as the supreme friend and relative of the Pandavas. And sometimes he even acted as their servant by carrying a letter from the Pandavas to Dhritarashtra and to Duryodhana. Because Krishna was the well-wisher of the Pandavas, he also acted as guru by becoming the spiritual master of Arjuna. Arjuna accepted Krishna as his spiritual master. Sishya seham sarimam tvam papanam. And Krishna sometimes chastised him. For example, the Lord, asocham anvasochas tvam pratyavaram chibasase. While speaking learned words, you are mourning for that what is not worthy of grief. The Lord also said, Kutas tvam kasmalam idam vishname pasupastitam. My dear Arjuna, how have these impurities come upon you? Such was the intimate relationship between the Pandavas and Krishna. In the same way, a pure devotee of the Lord is always with Krishna through thick and thin. His way of life is Krishna. This is the statement of authority from Sri Narada Muni. In the Gyan Timidandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chaksu Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nivasesa Sunyavadi Paschatya De Satarne Vanchakopa Tarubhischa Kripa Sindhu Vacha Patitanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namaho Namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Vadanti tats tat vidyam tadsgyanam avyayam brahmeti paramatmeti bhagavaneti subjite. Bhagavatam, in the second chapter of the first canto, speaks that the absolute truth is one, but it can be realized in three features: Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagavan. Brahman is the spiritual energy of the Lord which pervades all of creation. They call it the Brahman effulgence, the Brahma Jyoti, as it expands itself everywhere throughout creation. And then the Gyanis, who drill the respiration, perform various austerities and penances, chant mantras, and do various types of pujas, attain to that level of spiritual realization, which is preliminary, but also temporary. Temporary in the sense that because there's no service to the absolute truth, Aruna Krichchena Padam Padam Padantiyata, they fall down again into the material energy to take up material activities once again after achieving Brahman's state of existence. So it's temporary. It's actually a step to a higher level, but unless they go higher, then they will fall back down to the material level. Then there is the Paramatma realization, which are pursued by the yogis, perform also various austerities and penances, and worship the Lord in different ways. And their goal is to understand that God is everywhere and to realize him in the heart of all living entities. Mm-hmm. Krishna mentions that in the Bhagavad Gita, that he is in the hearts of all living entities. Everything rests upon him as pearls are strung on the thread. So within the heart of all living entities, it doesn't matter what particular material body that living entity is inhabiting, Krishna is there as the indwelling supersoul. That is the stage of realization. But the complete and most satisfying and perfect stage of realization is to realize Krishna as the supreme personality of Godhead, Ishvara Parama Krishna, Satchit Ananda Vigraha, Anadir Adir Govinda, Sarvakarna Karnam. He is the Supreme Lord. There's no one greater than him. There's no one equal to him. Nityo Nityanam Chaitanas Chaitananam Eko Bahadam Vidadati Kaman. He is the one eternal who maintains all of the other eternals, that is, all the other living entities throughout existence. And he is also the source of everything, both spiritual and material. He is a person. He has qualities. He has activities. He has relationships. He has associates. He comes to the material world to act out his pastimes, to help reawaken the devotees who are worshiping him in devotion by giving them their association, not so much reawakening them, but inspiring them further in their devotional practice. And sometimes he comes to relieve the burden of the earth when there's too many demoniac forces on the earth. And that was the case 5,000 years ago. But he's a person in all considerations. He's the supreme person. He doesn't have a body like us, although he has the same shape as the human form, 2 arms, 2 legs, and 1 head. But his body is pure transcendental spirit. It doesn't touch the material energy. It's like you can mix water and oil together, but they don't mix. So Krishna comes into the material energy, but he doesn't touch it. He controls it. It works under his direction. He is like the operator, but he does not become affected by his operation. When we are in the material world, we're controlled by the material energy based on our desires to facilitate happiness through the 3 modes of material nature. So we are controlled because we are under the influence of the external energy because we have a material body. And therefore, we're trying to satisfy the needs of the material body. But Krishna, he doesn't come for that reason, nor when he does come, he doesn't touch. And people who think he touches the material energy, Avajanti mamudha manusim tanamaspatam bhaparam brahma Jnanato mama bhuta maheshwara. He says, fools deride me when I descend in my human form. They do not know my transcendental nature and my supreme dominion over all that be. But Krishna is seen in different ways according to people's level of knowledge. When Krishna was personally present, he interacted with millions of different living entities, but only 100 to 200 of them understood who he was, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, because they weren't qualified. Therefore, Krishna says, only by undivided devotional service can I be understood as I am, and thus be standing before you. He's talking to Arjuna. And only in this way can you enter into the mysteries of my understanding. So the only way you can understand Krishna as a person is to engage in devotional service. Otherwise, our knowledge is theoretical at best. When we engage in devotional service, we're connecting with Krishna through the spiritual energy, which is the bhakti yoga process. And therefore, one can experience the presence of Krishna according to the level of their devotional practice. But Krishna is there. But all other aspects of the Supreme Lord, can you go down the page a little bit and go back down to the end of the purport? And he plays the part of a relative. He becomes somebody's son, somebody's friend, somebody's uncle, somebody's cousin. And he acts in that way to give his transcendental knowledge and personal association to his devotees. Here we're seeing Narada Muni. He's speaking to Maharaj Yudhisthira. And he's glorifying Maharaj Yudhisthira for his good fortune, that he's reminding him that that person who is what is it, your cousin, he says here, is actually the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And such an intimate relation between the devotee and the Lord. And the devotee can have that relationship based on loving service to the Supreme Lord. Even while we're still in the material world, that loving relationship is available through the process of bhakti yoga. Therefore, one who takes up bhakti takes up the highest form of worship. Other forms of worship cannot give satisfaction to the soul, because other forms of worship do not constitute the nature of the soul. The nature of the soul is to love and serve God. Nitya Siddha Krishna Prema, Saru Kabunoi, Stravanadi Siddhi Chitte, Kodiye Udoi. In the hearts of all living entities, pure love for the Supreme Lord exists eternally, can never be lost. It can never be, destroyed. And it can never be created. It's always there. But it is forgotten due to the association of the external energy known as the Maya energy. So when we practice devotional service, we're gradually removing the coverings of the Maya energy in such a way that we gradually start to experience our relationship with Krishna directly through the process of devotional service. Through hearing about Krishna, chanting his holy name, worshiping him in different ways, offering whatever we have to him in devotion, and carrying out the instructions given by Krishna through his pure representative, the spiritual master. The process of bhakti is quite easy. Comparatively speaking, the other forms of worship of the Lord, such as the Brahman effulgence and the super soul realization, take great requirements and great qualifications. And even a slight deviation in the process will make the whole process null and void. The yogis work very hard in order to achieve this level of spiritual knowledge or spiritual realization. But bhakti is easy. Although it's the highest, it's the easiest. Why? Because it's based on the principle of the soul's relationship with God, which is to serve the Lord in a way that the Lord is pleased by that service. That is called bhakti. What is that? Ayabilasita sunya jnana karma manavikam anukulena krishna silanam bhakti uttamam. That bhakti is free from personal gain, philosophical speculation about the absolute truth. It's for Krishna with a desire to please Krishna. So we have those relationships in this material world with friends, relatives, family members, and others, where we try to do something to please them, to satisfy them, to make them happy. And so that tendency is there in the soul, but now it's manifested in a perverted way in the material world through objects that cannot satisfy our desire for relationship. Although there is something there, it's subject to time and there's almost so many inebrities. But our relationship with Krishna is eternal. It's free from all forms of deficiencies and inebrities. Even a little service offered to the Lord gradually removes all of the suffering that one is undergoing in the material energy. Krishna gives that as the first installment of his mercy, that the devotee stops suffering. And then when the devotee starts coming into Krishna consciousness more and more, there's an element of peace and an element of satisfaction that comes. And that satisfaction and peace, when it continues, it increases to happiness, joy, and then eventually love for the Supreme Personality of Godhead, like that. So Krishna is everyone's, what we say, object of happiness. Prabhupada used to say, everyone is looking for happiness, everyone is looking for Krishna, because Krishna represents that happiness that is perfect and never deteriorates with the movements of time. So the whole process is bhakti. And we see here how fortunate the Pandavas were. Not only was Krishna with them, but he did many menial servants. He carried a letter to them from Dhritarashtra and Duryodhana. He acted like an ordinary person carrying a letter. And he also became the chariot driver of Arjuna. And he sat on the chariot, and because of that, Arjuna was able to become victorious in the battle of Kurukshetra. So the Lord is very kind to his devotees, but we have to make an effort to access that mercy that he is giving. And that effort is that we have to put Krishna first. Put everything else aside. There's many ways you can worship in this age, and there's many ways you can use your time, energy, resources, talents, abilities, and whatever else you have to achieve something. But make it all directed towards the Supreme Lord in devotion. And then the returns are what we say, beyond our capability to understand and to experience. So Krishna is the source of everything. There's nothing outside of Krishna. Everything works according to his. And he is the source of all loving relationships. And in Vrindavan, when he is there with his devotees, he has loving relationships in different ways. As the son, he becomes the son of his mother and father and acts like their child. And they take care of him as a loving parent takes care of their children. He becomes a friend to his friends, and they play with him in different games, and they sit together and eat lunch together. They joke together. They do various types of activities just to enjoy each other's company. Or he has a loving relationship with the gopis of Vrindavan, the cowherd girls, where he sports with them in a loving way in various types of loving relationships, either as mostly in the mood of paramour. So Krishna will agree to have a relationship with each and every living entity according to how that living entity wants to have that relationship. Not only can we have that loving relationship, but we can aspire to love the Lord in a certain way, as a friend, or just as the master, as the friend, as the child, parent, or as the lover. He's so available if we just turn our attention towards Krishna. But our problem is we have so many other things that keep our mind occupied, and we have very little time for Krishna. Or whatever time we give him, we marginalize, because life in today's world seems to be so busy that everything else takes priority over our spiritual practice. And that's the sadness, because to get the opportunity for devotional service, as it's mentioned in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu by Srila Rupa Goswami, it's a very rare opportunity. It doesn't come every birth. It says just one statement, it says that in every birth you get a mother and you get a father. No matter what kind of species of life you're in, whether you're a dog or a pig or a bear, whatever, you get a mother and you get a father. But in that birth where you get Krishna, that is rare. That is rare. And not only is it rare, it's very much desirable for those who know actually what is their best interest in life. So this process of pure devotional service is available by the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He's made it easy. Or you might say he's made it easier. When Krishna was here, he demanded full surrender. But Lord Chaitanya doesn't. He simply says, chant the glories of Krishna's holy name, offer your food in devotion, associate and serve other Vaishnavas who are performing devotional activities, take nice foodstuffs offered to the Lord in devotion, and read and understand your relationship with Krishna by reading Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. Because when we hear about the glories of the Lord and we hear about the nature of the Lord and how he performs his activities, we can understand it's all explained nicely in the Bhagavad Gita and especially in Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, so we'll stop here and see if we can open it up for discussion.
Thank you, Maharaj. Thanks for the wonderful class. Thank you again for trying to bring our focus inward instead of outward. And yes, Lord Krishna is available to all of us in whichever form we choose to welcome him, be a friend, be a child, be a lover, be a parent. And you're right, Maharaj, despite knowing everything, we still don't make it a priority and we still don't find time enough to worship and chant the glories of holy name. We're all hopefully striving towards that, devotees, having His Holiness with us. If you would like to kindly unmute yourself and have any questions, either raise your hand or just go ahead, please. And you can also turn on your video so His Holiness can look at you and bless you.
I can see you. I don't know what kind of blessings I can give. It's nice when you see everyone. That way we realize the audience is, smiling and ready for discussion. You can ask questions that may not be directly related to what was said today.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. My humble obeisances to you all. Glory to Srila Prabhupada. Maharaj, I just wanted to comment on your statement that you made. We get a mother and a father in every species of life. In human life as well, yes, there's always a mother and a father. But to get a spiritual master is very rare, along with Krishna. And through the Guru, we get Krishna. But yes, coming in contact with the spiritual master and him offering his shelter to us is the most rarest position.
Yeah, Nectar of Devotion describes that life after life, we go from one particular body to another, experiencing the tribulations of material life. Once we get to the human form of life, that is very rare. We may not see it that way, but the other species of life are more profuse and more available than the human form of life. But once one gets a human form of life, then one has the opportunity to take advantage of that. So there's a purpose. The purpose is Tato Brahma Jigyasa, to inquire into the nature of the absolute truth. That's the purpose of human life. And not simply to fulfill the needs of the body, which we were doing for life after life. eating, sleeping, mating, and defending goes on in all species of life. The distinction of human life is higher intelligence, but higher intelligence must be used to awaken our actual purpose in life, which is loving relationship to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Everyone is looking for love, and we look for it in the material world, and people find some kind of semblance of that nature of love, but they cannot fulfill their desires for a loving relationship in this world because it's always subject to so many difficulties, and ultimately it ends in the due course of time. Even if, when something you achieve in this world and you find some satisfaction, there is the anxiety that it will go. So, and it will go. It's not a matter of thinking it will go, it will go. The time element moves things along. But our relationship with Krishna, once it begins, through the process of bhakti, grows and it becomes more and more. It's like we plant the seed and we water the seed through the process of hearing and chanting the glories of the Lord. As the seed starts to develop, it grows into a bud, and then the bud starts to show some leaves, and finally there's a beautiful flower. That flower is like our love for Krishna, but it takes time to develop. But the process is so nice that anyone can perform it, and you don't have to perform great austerities. You just have to focus your attention on hearing and chanting the glories of the Lord and serving the Lord in different ways. That's all. But to make a turnaround in our present day lifestyle, to facilitate that, seems for most of us hard, or what we say, maybe even impossible. But by the association of devotees, especially those who are fixed in devotional service, we get that, what we say, acumen, we get that desire to become, a pure devotee of the Lord. And then it becomes easier to move towards Krishna or pure devotional service. Everything depends on association. Saru Sangha, Sarva Shastri Hoy, Lavamata, Saru Sange, Sarva Siddhi Hoy. You understand Bengali, right, Nina?
Yes, Maharaj, I do.
That's Bengali.
Absolutely. Yes, it is. So following up, sorry, Prabhuji, I'll just ask one question. You're talking about Sadhu Sangha. When are you coming here, Prabhu Maharaj, in Naperville? Need your Sangha desperately.
I'll send some sadhus over there, but
okay. Not bad. Please do let us know.
I'm in India right now. There's a lot of sadhus here.
Oh, nice. Where are you, Maharaj, now?
Ujjain.
Ujjain. Oh, all right. Good.
One of the 4 tirthas for the Kumbh Mela.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
We have a beautiful temple here, Shri Radha Madan Mohan, along with deities of Krishna Balaram. And Krishna went to school in Ujjain. There's the deity of Sandipani Muni. Krishna's school is here also, school of Sandipani Muni. And the deities, also they have big deities of Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra, Shri Gaurnitai, exact replicas of the deity Prahlad Nrsingadev in Mayapur is also displayed here on one of the altars. There's 5 gigantic altars. When you walk into the temple, you need a head like Lord Brahma. Or maybe like Lord Shiva, he's got 5 heads. To take darshan here, because your head spins around. You don't know which one to look at. They're all very attractive. Prabhupada sits on his royal Vyasa-san. And the temple is huge, huge. A lot of room for dancing, a lot of room for having big programs.
Thank you so much for sharing, Maharaj. Please feel free to share pictures if you have at your free time. At least if you're not there, at least we can try to connect consciously.
The last time I picked up a camera was about 45 years ago. Anyway. Maybe it was even longer than that. No, it was actually 55 years ago before I joined. I don't have a camera.
Phone, cell phone.
Oh yeah, there's things on the cell phone, but I don't have any local pictures on my cell phone. Anyway, you're just gonna have to come, that's all.
You do this tirtha every year, Maharaj?
This is my 2nd consecutive year.
So devotees, there comes your chance to join His Holiness in the Tirtha Yatra. Thank you so much, Maharaj.
There's 100 brahmacharis here. Plus a very large group of grihastas also. Okay, so we got Sri Devi is ready for her $64,000 question. Okay. 64,000 rupee question.
Not even 6.4, Guru Maharaj. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to you, Guru Maharaj. Speaking of this particular verse where Krishna becomes such an intimate friend of the Pandavas because of their pure devotion to him, this is a very exalted position. And for us neophyte devotees, we are only supposed to think of the Lord in awe and reverence and worship him in that mood. So how we can think of the pastimes of the Lord and develop that mood of intimacy without familiarity?
Oh, Krishna's there in his deity form. He's there in the holy name. He is non-different than the Srimad Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam is actually the literary incarnation to the Lord. But you can associate with the Lord in different ways. The easiest and most recommended way is to chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. And we have to practice chanting. As we develop in our chanting, the chanting actually becomes part of us. And then we can chant more and more. And then by chanting always, we can associate with Krishna through his holy name. You can associate with Krishna through reading about him and his pastimes in Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, or about the science of bhakti. There's a variety of activities that one can perform to bring about our association with the Supreme Lord in different ways. But if you really want to get his full mercy, then preach Krishna consciousness. Then you'll get some special mercy. Those who take time and give up their own comforts and make an effort to reach out to others with this message become, as Krishna says, very dear to him. Become very dear to the Lord is it's not a small thing. But that dearness, Krishna loves everyone, but then just like a father loves everyone in the family, but then that child who follows the Father completely, is completely obedient to the Father, always thinks about how to do things to make the Father happy. He gets a special mercy from the Father. It's just natural. Krishna's like that. So you want his special favor, then preach Krishna consciousness.
Thank you, Guru Maharaj.
Preach, teach, reach, beseech.
Haribol! Beautiful formula, Guru Maharaj. Thank you. I'm writing it down.
Do not impeach. Okay, we have Hemangi.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. Thank you so much for the beautiful class and my humble obeisances at your lotus feet. I just wanted some understanding on the different words we hear during lectures and reading. Is lust and greed the same thing? Is it used interchangeably?
No. One is in the mode of passion and the other one's in the mode of ignorance. Lust is in the mode of passion, greed is in the mode of ignorance. Those who are lusty tend to be greedy also. So they're qualities of the material energy. Lust means to satisfy your own senses. Whatever you want to do, lust means satisfy your own senses at the expense of everything else. Greed means more and more and more. I want more money. Prabhupada says, I want to eat more and more and more and more. He used that terminology when he was describing greed. Greed for food, greed for money, greed for power, position. These are all forms of, the material energy, which is in the mode of ignorance. Lust doesn't necessarily mean sex. It means the desire to satisfy the senses in materialistic ways. The senses cannot be fully satisfied, but there's a burning desire to satisfy. That's why the more one tries to satisfy the senses, the more that desire to satisfy the senses becomes stronger and stronger. Try to satisfy Krishna's senses. That is love, that's not lust.
Thank you, Maharaj. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Haribo. Shakshi.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna to all the devotees. Please accept my humble obeisances. Maharaj, you were speaking about how Krishna gives his mercy in installments, and the first installment of his mercy is that you won't suffer. And another statement I heard by Srila Prabhupada, he said that easy living and progress in Krishna consciousness goes ill together. So, I mean, please correct me if I understood it in a wrong way. I understood that there will be suffering, but you'll get a kind of shelter of Krishna, that even if you are suffering and being in the material world, you won't feel like you are suffering because you have Krishna with you. Have I understood it correct?
Devotees generally don't suffer, but they might undergo some difficulties. To have a material body means to undergo difficulties. The body gives difficulties, the mind gives difficulties. People in general will cause us difficulties, another kind of suffering. And there's sufferings from higher powers, pestilence, wars, various types of calamities, flooding, excess heat, excess cold. These are all. But the devotee tolerates them because they're tasting something better. They're tasting their devotional service. For the non-devotee, they center their life around enjoying the material energy. Therefore, when they undergo some suffering, it really makes their life miserable. But devotees just tolerate it. They don't consider it suffering. They consider it just, the feature of living in the material world. There's some difficulty. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Marta sparsas tu kuntaya, sitnosna sukadukada, agapayino nityas tamstatiksava bharata. The non-permanent appearance and happiness and distress, and their disappearance in due course of time, is like the appearance and disappearance of the winter and summer seasons. They rise from sense perception. O ski and Bart, Krishna speaking to Arjuna, and one should learn to tolerate them without becoming disturbed. So that's there. But when you're tasting something higher, something sweeter, something better, sometimes you even forget that you're undergoing some physical or some mental difficulty because you're tasting something higher, something better. That's the mercy of devotional service. The devotees don't suffer, but they may experience some inconveniences, some difficulties. But they tolerate it.
Thank you so much, Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Ankita Mataji.
Now she's. What happened? You want to back to Anikita, aren't you? Rasa Vilasini?
No, Maharaj. Actually, it's something. I will change, Maharaj.
I think you're mad at me because I told you to read 2 hours a day.
No, Maharaj.
I told her yesterday you have to read 2 hours a day. Now she's not. She's reminding me she's going back to her other name now. So.
No, Maharaj, not like that, Maharaj.
No, it's not like that. Okay.
Hare Krishna, Maharaj. Please accept my humble obeisance onto your lotus feet. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Vaishnava devotees, all glories to Guru Maharaj. Maharaj, when you mentioned that 3 modes of nature react based on our desires, that spiritually desiring to return to God is acceptable. But you also said yesterday that wherever we go, even it's hell, our main goal should be to serve Lord Krishna. So Maharaj, when we learn even the basics like ABCD, it comes through practice. Similarly, when we are repeatedly told that we should desire to go back to God, that becomes our desire. But then the actual desire is to serve the Lord wherever we go, even in hell or a higher planets. So doesn't even arise. So Maharaj, how can we understand this?
I explained it yesterday. I explained it a few times that to want to go back home, back to Godhead is a desirable principle because that's where we belong with Krishna in the spiritual world. So that's a glorious desire. But higher than that, there is something higher than that. And that is that I just want to serve Krishna wherever he places me. I'm happy in serving the Lord. If he takes me back to Godhead, that's nice. If he brings me to another planet for serving more, that's, in other words, a devotee who is tasting the happiness of devotional service doesn't think so much about going back to Godhead. They're just absorbed in serving the Lord. And if the Lord wants, he can take the soul back, or if the Lord wants, he can leave that soul in different places. So the devotee is satisfied because in any case, he's connected with the Lord. So it's not that you have to desire to simply serve in anywhere, and that's all. If you want to go back to Godhead and that's your desire, fine. But higher than that is not to ask Krishna for anything. That's the point. Simply, how can I serve you? That's the highest thing. But if you can't aspire for that, then you can aspire to go back to Godhead. That's nice. And to get there, you still have to serve anyway. So. So Krishna's tricking you. He's saying, just desire to go back to Godhead. And then if you keep serving to qualify yourself to go back to Godhead, you'll enjoy the service so much, you won't even worry about going back to Godhead. So he's tricky.
Very good point. But then, Maharaj, just piggybacking on your question, Ankita Mataji, if I may. So the question, there are two things. When we go back to Godhead, Maharaj, do we go back in our most original form that we were first always there in the Golok Dham? And number two, as you said, Lord Krishna is tricky, and which is very true. If we are serving and if we are enjoying the service so much, even in this material world, then it is as good as going back to Godhead.
Yeah.
So do we really need to go back? So,
well, as you move to the higher stages of bhakti, you develop your love for Krishna. And as your love is developing, your eternal nature as a soul, your identity in the spiritual world is starting to internalize and become manifest within your own consciousness. So you start to understand who you are in the spiritual world when you get to the higher stages of bhakti. But that's a process also. And that's that process we have to aspire for. That we have to aspire for. You have to aspire to love Krishna. That's the point.
Thank you, Maharaj. Thank you, Mataji, for your wonderful question.
Thank you, Maharaj. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Any other questions?
If Sindhu Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Please accept my humble obeisances and under your lotus feet. I have one question, Prabhu. You said we should not aspire for anything. Should we not aspire for devotee association also, like Ketu Maharaj?
We shouldn't ask for anything material.
Okay.
But devotee association is not material, it's spiritual.
So we can ask for that.
Yeah, that's something you should ask for.
Okay. Thank you, Maharaj. Very beautiful class. Every word of yours, I don't know how you managed to do that. It's so inspiring. Thank you so much, Maharaj. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. If God willing, I would love to meet you someday, Maharaj. I would really love to meet you and fall at your lotus feet. Thank you, Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
I would love to meet you also. Really.
Thank you. Hare Krishna, Maharaj. Yeah.
Where are you?
I'm actually in San Antonio, Texas, Maharaj. Unfortunately, we don't even have a ISKCON temple here. I have to drive around 2.5, 3 hours or 4 hours to reach a temple.
How far are you from Dallas?
I'm actually 4.5 hours, Maharaj.
Oh, that's pretty far, huh?
Yes, Maharaj.
Might come to Dallas every year.
Please do let. How do I know your calendar, Maharaj, so that I can meet you?
To be honest, I found making a calendar is very difficult to maintain because things keep coming, things keep changing. So I pretty much just, I can say I pretty much make my schedule as I go. But one place I do go every year is to Sadhu Sangha in Dallas. So that's
Sure, Maharaj. I will try to make it whenever you are here. I'll keep checking the calendar at least. I think Dallas will publish when you are here. So I'll try to look at their calendar to see if there is anything there, Maharaj.
I have a disciple in Dallas. Her name is Srimati. She might be even on the call today. She lives in Dallas, and I usually stay at her place when I go.
Wonderful, Maharaj. I'll try to connect, Maharaj. Whenever I make a trip to Dallas, I'll try to connect with Srimati Mataji.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
And nice to meet you too, Maharaj. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
There's a center in San Antonio, Guru Maharaj, that Himangi may or may not know. They just did a Jagannath Rath Yatra, which was very successful. I don't know whether she's aware of it. I will just put the link here.
Thank you, Sri Devi Mataji. I think there are a couple of them, but they're not consistent. One was in a house, and I think they stopped doing it. So maybe I'll just follow the link, Sri Devi Mataji. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Maharaj, I have one last question. Do you have time? Do you have to leave right now, or?
I have time.
Maharaj, one quick question. So Lord Krishna is compared to the blazing fire, and we are all compared to the little sparks, right? All the souls that we come out as little sparks. Now, do we also have fragments of our souls like little sparks? So we are the soul that exists in this dimension, and we are also existing in the higher dimension, participating with Lord in Golok Dham. Or is that just a wishful thinking?
The soul cannot be divided. When we say fragment, which means that we are part of Krishna. But it's like the drop of water within the ocean. The ocean is the drops are in the ocean, but at the same time there is individual drops. For the sake of loving exchange, Krishna manifests himself in the living entities. Because love means two. You can't have loving relationship simply by yourself. You need another person. And so Krishna, in order to exchange love, he manifests himself as the living entities for the sake of loving exchange. But you can't split yourself up and become another. That doesn't work like that. We do that on a material level, but not on this. It's not on the spiritual level.
Sri Devi Mataji, you have a comment, question? Thank you, Maharaj. Thank you so much.
Well, I just wanted to say, Guru Maharaj, since you said you can comment or ask questions even off topic, isn't today the day 10/10, the day Janakinath Prabhu was given spiritual initiation by Your Holiness?
Janakinath and Raghupati Raghava both.
Oh, Jai Hari
It
Bol.
was 10-10-10.
Right.
Yeah.
I remembered early morning when I saw the date. So I was thinking Janakinath Prabhu was initiated today. Thank you.
10-10. Well, yeah, there's only 2 10s this time.
Right. But thank you for giving us such a wonderful godbrother whose example will shine on in our lives for millions of years.
Yeah, for those who want to know more about him, we have a book called, what's the name of the book? The Smiling Monk? Or Janakinath, Loving Life and Embracing Death. He loved life a lot, but at the same time, when death came, he accepted it as part of life. Mhm.
Thank you for sharing,
Yeah,
Mataji.
yeah. Anybody wants the copy can just see Sri Devi or Dinanath Gauranga, right?
Yes, Maharaj.
Mhm. Okay, so we can stop here.
Maharaj, no chanting, one round?
I can chant for a
Okay.
while, but
We are available until what, 8 o'clock, right? Vinita Mataji,
Mataji.
Shamaguri Mataji. Yes, there you go, from Maharaj. You are so greedy. We are greedy for your association. So
we can chant. But after chanting a few rounds, I'll have to go, so I'll just drop off. So you won't hear me any more chanting. So, do you have the slideshow? You can put that up.
Sure, Maharaj.
Nina, do you have the slideshow?
actually, Indu, yes, we will share it. Give us
Okay.
yes.
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hari Hare Rama 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 Hare Hari Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hari Hare Rama 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 Hare Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hari Hare Rama 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 Hare Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hari Hare Rama 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 Hare Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hari Hare Rama Rama Hare Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hari Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hari Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hari Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare Hari Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hari Hare Rama Hare Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hari Hare Rama Hare Hari Hare Rama Rama Hare Hari Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hari Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hari Hare Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hari Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hari Hare Rama Krishna Krishna Hare Hari Hare Rama Hare Hari Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hari Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hari Hare Rama Hare Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hari Hare Rama Hare Hari Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hari Hare Rama Hare Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hari Hare Rama Hare Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Hari Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare Hari Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Hare Hari Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hari Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Sham. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. And the verse, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hari 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 Ram, Ram Ram, Hari Hari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari. Hari Hari, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hari. Hari Hari, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hari Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari. Hari Hari, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hari Krishna. Hari Hari, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hari Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hari Hari Ram, Hari Hari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hari Hari, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hari Hari Ram, Hare Krishna, Hari Hari, Hare Ram, Hari Hari, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hari Hari, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari. Hari Hari, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hari Hari. Hari Hari, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hari Hari. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hari Hari. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hari Hari, Hare Ram, Hare Hari. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari. Hari Hari, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hari Hari. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hari Hari. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari. Hari Hari, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hari Hari, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari. Hari Hari, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hari Hari, Hare Ram, Hare Hari. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hari Hari. Hari Hari, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hari Hari. Hari Hari, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hari Hari, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Krishna. Hari Hari, Hare Ram, Hare Hari. Hari Hari, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hari Hari. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hari. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hari, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Less and less. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hey, Nina, what book Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hari 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 Ram, Ram Ram, Hari Hari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Nina, are you still there? Nope.
Yes, Maharaj, I'm here.
Go back one slide. Go back one slide.
Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare. One before that. That's Radha Madan Mohan from Ujjain.
Oh,
yes.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Radhastami. Hare
Yes,
Krishna.
Maharaj.
That's Radhastami in Vrindavan. Hare Krishna.
Gopashtami.
No, it's Gopastami or Radhastami?
Gopashtami, because Radharani is having
Yes, like a boy.
robes.
Oh yeah, yes, yeah, you're right. Gopastami. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna.
Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Rama,
Hare Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Rama, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama.
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Wow. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare. My God, that's so beautiful. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare. Hare Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare. Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Wow. Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Whoa. Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hari Hari Hare Ram Hare Ram. Hari Hari Hare Ram Hare Ram. Hari Hari. Hare Krishna 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 Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare Ram. Hare Krishna Krishna. Hare Hari Hare Ram Hare Ram. Krishna Hare Krishna. Hari Hari Hare Ram Krishna Hare. Hari Hari Ram Hare. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna. Hari Hari Hare Ram Hare. Hari Hari Hare Ram Hare Ram. Hare Krishna Hare. Hari Hari Hare Ram Hare Ram. Hare Krishna Hare. Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna. Hari Hari Hare Ram Hare Ram. Hari Hari. Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna. Hari Hari Ram Hare Ram. Hari Hari. Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna. Hari Hari. Hari Hari Hare Ram Hare Ram. Hari Hari. Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna. Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Ram. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram.
Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna.
Hare Ram Hare Ram. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna Krishna. Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Ram. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Thank you so much, devotees, for being with us on this session of Bhakti Sangha, constant devotional service that we all devotees come here and perform. Thank you, Maharaj, so much for your kind association and chanting with us. Devotees, whoever is here, let us offer our humble obeisances at Maharaj's lotus feet so we can end the call. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa
Asindubhyevacha
Titanam
Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo
Namo
Namo
Namaha.
Namaha.
Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai,
Jai.
Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Very much for today.
Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Thank you, Maharaj.
Radhe Radhe.
Radhe.
Thank you so much, dear devotees, for joining. Thank you very much,
Krishna.
Maharaj. We'll end the call here.
Yes.
Radhe Radhe.